get started.
All right. Well, I mean, we did.
He's already recording. You can just keep rolling.
I wasn't really talking to the mic.
He's right outside the door.
Let's
go in there, Tony.
Let's restart. Let's restart. This was even for us.
Restart.
He's
I don't like
Sit in the Greg Cote seat.
rolling start.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, guys. Even for us, we're gonna restart that.
I didn't know we had started.
Yeah.
Well, we hadn't.
Welcome to
That's
Mr.
why.
We hadn't. Now we did.
Now we can.
No, still haven't
No.
started.
No, Tony, what the fuck is he doing?
Oh,
He's
no.
a foot away. Just walk in there.
Tony's probably
I'll start.
talking to Lewis about something.
Dude, like, come on.
Plotting and planning.
We're
Just hit the clock, Danny.
on. There are these weird Harry Potter.
No, you got to start again. He walked right in front of the camera for some reason.
It's all right. We're keeping it. These weird little spectacles.
Oh wow.
Does Dan actually use these?
I hope so.
I think I have a real explanation. I think we were making fun of how there's so many buttons on the deck there that he can't really see what they are.
So it's a prop.
So it's like a prop for him
Look
to
at these.
find.
They're
the thing.
so
I wanted to say something, but I don't know if I can say it.
Say it. He's gone.
John's
You're gonna say it?
John, yeah, they're Skipper's glasses.
Okay,
These are
that's not what I thought.
He's
you were
still sitting
gonna
there.
say.
These are. Oh, sorry, John. I thought they were yours. Maybe they are. I don't know.
It's okay. I burped.
Are we on?
Earlier.
Yeah.
Are we on? Everybody's.
It's been a rough.
Are we doing a show?
I have a question. Like
me?
so a company sent us these thingies.
Yeah.
I'm not a boat guy, but I know that these are boating related. I know this is so like it floats.
You put it on the keys.
You should describe it for the audio.
Yeah, so what it is
audience.
it's like this rub. It's like a yellow. I want to say silicone.
It's a change purse.
Yeah, but is that what it's for?
You push it together and you put like change or whatever inside of it.
But it's not for boating.
No.
I swear this is.
There's
for
some
boating.
that you're talking about that are styrofoam.
Well, I've seen. It's not a
inflatable
styrofoam.
keychain to float your keys.
Well,
if you
I've seen the
drop
one
them.
that's like it's like a foam, but it's just a long
Right.
like tube thing. This one's flat, and then it has an opening.
Hey.
You got to push it together on the sides and then it
Tony.
opens.
What the?
But this is.
Can I show you?
Yeah, because I know how it opens, but what is it for? Is my question.
He just told you change.
It's a change. I guess you put coins in it.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh wow. Talk to me.
Wow. Yeah, we'll show the camera.
You saying me?
Like, see how it, now it talks. But I always thought this was for boats.
I can only not make jokes for a little bit longer, so we need to move on to another.
Yeah,
topic.
it's
Dirty boy. What does this look like to you?
Give me that thing.
Yeah.
I'll take it for a walk.
Hey.
all right. That was actually way
change
too
in it.
much.
What are you talking
No,
about?
he knows.
I'll put change in
Yeah,
it.
of course he
What
will.
do you do with your change these days?
I don't
just
have any
collect it
change.
and then I just keep it around
I
forever.
go like this, and then the person puts it in my hand, and I go over to the tip jar, and I go like this, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Do you still pay in cash?
Sometimes.
For
I'm a big
Very
keep
rare.
the change. If I can leave my change with you, I'm doing it.
Yeah. Except quarters.
Really?
No.
Up until not that long ago, I was still using quarters for like meters and stuff, but now that's all digital too. Did you guys see that in Miami? You know how we have the pay by phone with the QR codes? Have we talked about this already, Billy? Because in Miami, apparently people were putting like fake QR codes on the pay by phone signs. So the city of Miami had to put these stickers over the QR codes so people wouldn't scan the QR code and accidentally like pay a scammer.
Yeah, it's like a
for their
phishing scam.
parking.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. One of many. We live in a society.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Scamming people trying to pay for their parking spots, which are overpriced. By the way,
seems par for the course in Miami, to be honest.
It really does,
Like, city of scammers. I always think that I've missed out on so many opportunities to make money and work just because I don't trust anyone when they come up to me with like any kind of deal or opportunity. Like Tony's looking at me because I know he agrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the same. When people ask me for my address to like send me something,
anything.
I'm always like.
So hold on, you guys think people are just walking around with opportunities to change your life, like actual job offers, and you're like, I don't believe you.
No, but I just always feel that somebody has some kind of agenda.
It's more like a quick buck kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I can make a couple quick bucks if you want to do X, Y, and Z. And then you're usually like, maybe.
I'm alright with a slow buck.
Slow report.
Slow burn.
You know, I had someone.
You're in luck.
I had someone on Cameo, like very early on. This is like a weird story.
Do you guys still use your cameos?
Yeah,
I get them once in a while. I
still get some. It's nowhere near as
What it used to be?
bountiful as it was before. Yeah, like Cameo slowed down. So
Let's change that.
Yeah, if you guys
audience.
want cameos, personalized message, birthdays, whatever, people
Corporate
dying.
events too.
I'm probably inactive because I haven't got one in like a month or so.
Well, if you
So Billy, what happened when you signed up for Cameo?
so
Tell
someone
us.
sent me a DM, like legitimately asking me how much would you take for pictures of your feet.
oh man,
I've gotten those before.
Yeah,
Dude, unload the clip.
It was my first like time, and I was like, I've never been asked this or even considered this.
What was your number?
yeah.
I didn't give the guy. a
you gotta-
number.
everyone's got a
I was
number.
like,
Yeah.
I didn't know the answer to this question. But then, like in the back of my head, I was also kind of like, well, like let's say I say like $200 or something.
$200? That's it
per.
That's way.
per foot? I would tell the guy,
Way
hey,
low.
10 grand.
Yeah, per
Whoa.
foot. I mean, maybe.
Really? I don't know what
Well,
the price of.
500
You're not getting 10 grand.
I go to 500.
If the guy's weird enough,
That's way too high.
if the guy's weird enough, he's gonna pay 10 grand.
250 a foot sounds right.
Well, I don't.
500 for the pair.
Okay.
If you're an okay
No.
foot.
Yeah.
So, like,
500, 750, you can get both.
This
But there's
is,
a reason he specifically wants your feet.
Well,
Right.
And
okay.
you need to keep that in mind.
Here's the thing: is
Yeah.
I had
Don't
no
forget your
idea.
leverage.
I had no idea what it was that the appropriate price range would be, right?
That's what we're here for.
And then, like in the back of my head, also, and I was kind of like, well, what's the harm? You know?
Yeah, dude.
Like I'm not saying
No
I'm going to
harm.
be out here doing it, but like, what's the harm if this person wants this for some
You're right.
reason? They're going to send me some money. I don't care what they do with the
I don't,
picture.
I don't knock the hustle, man. Like
Like-
if you would have felt it was right, I would have supported you.
I would never judge someone for selling feet pics.
My wife and I have had serious conversations.
About you
told us
selling
About,
Would you
pictures?
sell
about
a pi-
of just like, how do we get this going?
Yeah.
Where
Would you
we can,
sell
like,
a picture with your foot and her foot and you're holding feet?
Oh,
do you ever do that?
Ooh.
Interming
Do you ever do that with your
toesies,
toes?
like
That's
Yeah.
a Valentine's
intertwined?
Day special. You send it to
The way we
couples.
talked about it would just be her feet, and I would be like the manager of it.
Hold on a second.
Oh.
You'd put your feet out there. Don't lie.
I mean, if someone requested, like
They would.
They're there.
I have a
They
price.
would.
So you're trying to pimp your wife's feet.
Yeah, well, me and her have agreed that if like no one ever sees her face, like once you get the ball rolling on this,
Yeah.
we could get a nice little extra.
But
income
what
going
cut are
there.
you taking?
I mean, we're a
It's
family.
a family.
I
Yeah,
think
it's a family cut.
50-50?
Same bank
Yeah,
account,
her, yeah,
right?
same bank
Okay.
account. She can say it's all hers.
Some married couples don't have a shared bank account.
No, we have a shared. We also have our own.
Individuals.
Okay.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I think that's more common.
So basically, I pay an allowance like every time I get paid to like the group, like where we pay all the
Yeah,
bills from. So I
right.
basically
I don't like
get,
that
I get
phrasing.
like very little.
Paying allowance.
That's how I look at it. When I get paid, I
I
only
know.
I don't
get.
think
That's the
allowance is
problem.
the
Yeah.
right word.
I only get a certain amount of my money because most of it just is out the door.
Yeah.
All right, well, he doubled down.
Stupid.
All right.
That stupid joint account.
All
He's
right.
talking about bills, guys. Relax.
I put a lot of money. Yeah, what do you guys think I'm
Well,
talking
yeah,
about?
come on. He's talking about the house.
Yeah,
He's talking
like
about the
the monthly
cars.
payment.
We know what
Yeah.
you're talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Yeah, we got it.
All right,
didn't know.
it's all.
They try to twist your words,
Double
buddy. I'm here for
entendre
you.
here.
I'm here for you.
I'll pay for
No.
anything.
What?
So you didn't get it going with the feet?
The problem with that
no.
is that you have to market it, right?
That's
Right,
always
at
the
some
issue.
point,
and
I
then it's
will
like,
have
oh
to
wait, that's Chris's wife.
At
You
some
know
point, I
what,
would have
though?
to say
It could be her sister's feet.
that's true. We have similar feet. Not
Because
that
they're-
much.
'cause
That's
they're twins.
weird too. If you're like promoting, like, hey, I'm selling pictures of my sister's
feet.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but no one knows.
Sister-in-law.
ex-
The sister-in-law's
except
feet.
You.
Not the exact same. Their feet are not identical, but they're close.
What?
How would you
They're
know that?
identical
Wait a-
twins, right?
Hold on
Yeah.
a
I've
second.
never seen. I've seen my
They are
sister-in-law's feet.
so identical. Look,
Who
not
has
the feet.
who has
No, the twins.
The
yeah,
heads.
Okay,
No, but they're identical twins, but they're not identical feet.
their feet are close.
respectfully, who has better feet?
You know, Billy.
Who
We know
who
it's
could
Kyle,
you
okay?
who could you make more money off of?
My wife's feet.
Let's say you get you get
He's got
both
more
of them.
access to them.
Dude,
than
you
he
should
does
be
his
like
sister-in-law's feet.
a foot agent.
It's like that knuckle
you know what I
thing.
mean?
The thing on like
What?
like
toe knuckle.
Moose
when,
knuckle.
when your foot's a little. Nothing. Never mind.
Oh
No,
no,
I
too
want to
far
hear
with
this.
it.
Keep going.
No, I know what you're talking
You're
about.
talking about.
Yeah, I don't want to say it.
Yeah,
What?
He's talking about corn,
yeah.
Okay.
like
What?
a bunion.
The
You
elote
guys-
today
are
was-
you guys like? It
A
seems
corn
like
is
you
different
guys.
than a bunion.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Are you guys like you guys are buying feet pictures?
No, never buy. I'm saying that I've noticed my sister-in-law.
Has
Feet.
something- she has something that your wife doesn't.
I never feel shame. Like
has
I've never.
corns
This is
or
like
a
the,
bunion?
This is like the first time I've ever like. Should I be saying this?
A bunion.
No, but that's,
I
we're
mean,
here.
yeah, it's good instincts on your part.
Don't put
The-
this on social.
The bunion is the bone below your big toe, and it
That thing.
sticks
Yeah,
out really
That's
fast.
correct.
that.
It's
It's
I've
like
heard
a
it's caused
bump.
by shoes, right? Like, because your shoes.
I think it can be, but I think it
Yeah.
also could be just
Yeah, it's basically like
thing that your foot does.
the knuckle of your big toe like protrudes too
There it
much.
is.
It's when you wear narrow shoes. It obviously.
I know
your feet
that
are like that, and
that
they're like this.
doesn't help it at all.
Yeah.
True. And it can only be fixed by surgery. So all these
Yeah.
people like selling
And they're
me like
painful,
these rubber.
apparently.
Yeah, it
I think
sucks.
it's like a growth. And you
Yeah.
have to get it removed.
It's like a bone, though.
And then a corn is like a hole.
I might do this. Just start an OnlyFans. Call it.
only feet.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna need
Need
a
something
name.
catchy.
And then
than
just
that.
go home today and be like, honey, and then just like. just
What do
take
you
a
think your
picture.
wife would say if you're like, I started this account, let's go?
My wife has legitimately before when I've like been like, some people make like this much a month on like. And my wife was like, sign me up. So
Yeah.
I
what's
honestly.
the threshold? Like $5,000 a month? You do it for
I
10
think,
grand?
I think we're.
I think a little less. Chris would
I
do
think
it
less, yeah.
like
How much is
$1
your-
grand
how much
a
is your
month,
mortgage?
like,
Give me that mortgage payment.
Yeah,
a week?
exactly. How much is
In
the
a month?
mortgage?
Well, how does this
We're
work?
buying a new house in cash.
You make this on like subscriptions?
OnlyFans.
Well, you
That's
could
what
do
I'm asking,
subscription, but then
like-
also people sell stuff on top of it, kind of like a
Yes.
stacked
A la
system.
carte?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so they're paying
On
like
top
just
of
to
the
see
subscription.
a picture, or it's like you're my follower, you pay
X amount a month.
Oh.
But then also, if you,
And?
right, and
Yes.
if you want to see something else,
Correct.
you can buy X,
Yeah,
Y, and
but I
Z.
So
feel
you've
like
heard.
it gets away very
You have to make the
quickly.
subscribers happy, though. You have to like keep giving them more.
Right.
Yeah, like the thing you
like
didn't do with your
videos.
Instagram.
Right, exactly.
the thing I didn't do with
You
my
think
Instagram.
exactly.
Right.
Is that
Yeah.
still a thing? Are people still paying you monthly on Instagram?
No. The followers have dwindled. I think my mom is like the only person still.
Wait,
Hey,
that's
good
hilarious.
Well, see, that's like
She
that
sent
would
a
also.
message
There's
like,
an allowance.
Send me pictures
See-
of Kyle's feet.
Yeah, that's the thing. This foot thing would get weird when people all of a sudden are subscribed
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the thing.
The down thing.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I find out Gino's subscribed to my.
That's what I'm
wife.
saying. Like that would be weird.
Or Gino.
I'd be like, fist me, Gino.
Yeah. Before you know it, the whole studio team's passing around pictures of your wife's feet. You know?
Oh, look at Danny. You know Danny being there. Look at that.
Danny's a foot boy
Yeah,
if I've
he
ever
is,
seen
for
one.
sure.
Yeah.
foot.
That's enough.
You guys are bringing up trauma for Dennis.
Like a volleyball player.
Oh my God, have you seen volleyball players' feet?
Billy, so you didn't put a number?
Well,
I'm
I
lost.
never did. The conversation just. Danny's a volleyball coach. He's always
Yeah.
telling us about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got
Volleyball
it.
expert, some would say.
Yeah.
He is an expert at that. That is correct.
Bump set spike.
Which is hilarious because if you saw Danny, you
Whoa.
would never think this like 5'4" guy
Wow.
is some kind
Whoa.
of volleyball
Okay.
Danny
expert.
Well, we don't
5'4"?
judge a book by its
I
cover.
know, but it's
Yeah,
just-
right.
it's just-
No, except for if you're anyone that works here.
Yes,
And then we do.
all the time.
Right, correct.
And God forbid you make a mistake.
Yeah.
You'll never hear the end
God
of it.
forbid you fall off a scooter one time.
Yeah. And almost get crushed by an
Almost get
SUV.
crushed.
God forbid you
So
say
many callbacks.
draft crings one time.
Ah, the crown is yours.
Shit.
So I never gave a number.
You should have given a number. Just to like see if you got a Venmo request.
I don't think I would have even been close. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have thought like I should do $500 for this. It seems crazy.
and that-
I mean, that's like minimum.
I don't
That's
know.
what I'm
I don't
saying.
know the market
And
for
that-
this.
That's because he would be confused because he's like, how much is too much? How much is too little? Like he doesn't know anything about the market, so
I
he
don't
wouldn't know
anything
what to say
about the foot market.
Yeah, because he tells the guy
This is what Reddit
500.
is for.
The guy's like, oh shit, I got a bargain. You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a Reddit community. I'm gonna find it right now. With
Oh,
like,
you'll
what
find
should I
it.
charge for my feet pics?
I just texted my wife. We're gonna start an OnlyFans for your feet. I'll let you know what she says. I
By
could
the way,
call her. You know that's my thing. Hey, Kyle.
How much to charge for feet pictures? I already found a post.
Of course.
Let's see.
She
The
just wrote,
internet always
okay.
delivers.
That's it.
That's never good. She's writing back
She's
those.
it.
Okay.
More bubbles. Here we go.
From
bubbles.
Kyle.
Yeah. Let's see what she says.
She knows about the time, the day of the week, and she's onto this.
She's like, wait a second.
By the way, this episode of Mystery Crate is brought to you by DraftKings.
Yeah.
DraftKings, the crowd is yours.
She wrote, but I don't want anyone to know it's me. Nah, that's gonna be tough.
That's the,
Right.
that's the
That's
marketing.
gonna be tough.
That's what Tony was saying. The
You gotta
marketing's
market
tough.
it, dude.
Yeah.
Twitter's full of
Should I write back?
ladies trying to market themselves on OnlyFans,
right-
and you're like,
just
shit,
I'm gonna
right
write
back.
back right now. Let me see those things for free right now.
No,
Don't say
just
that.
right back. Oh, I already got you. Don't worry, I got you a blindfold, or I got you a mask. No
What
one
if
will
you
ever
get a
know.
big buyer though? Like, what if Rex Ryan's like, I'll give you $5,000 a month if you keep them coming?
I mean, oh,
Yeah,
come on.
wouldn't like feet pics inherently could be anonymous?
But the problem is
Well-
they're not because we know who they're linked to.
But this
Well,
person
how would you
on
know? You
Reddit
just-
is
Chris
saying
is posting.
I know that.
And
ankle
Chris is
bone.
telling
Oh.
us the names.
I know
of-
that ankle bone.
this
anyway.
person on Reddit is saying to watermark all your pictures so that they can't be replicated. I
repurposed.
guess.
Yeah.
So send them somebody else.
What does
for
that
other
So it's
mean?
like my wife's
Yeah.
face in the background.
Yeah. So that way, like, someone
like a-
can't save them
Yeah,
and
no,
resell
like the
them.
tag.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But your wife's face is funnier.
Yeah.
But they still can just put them out there for
Yeah,
free.
we'll just
right?
get Angel to fire up a caricature and we'll put it in the back, and that's it.
Let's see. Some of these prices are too low.
What is too low?
Yeah.
Like $4. $4 for a
that's-
custom picture.
That's desperate.
Oh, that's a
now I have
bottom
to
of the
log
barrel.
into Reddit.
But
I'm on the
think,
mature
there is a
content
strategy
page.
to this. If you have hundreds of followers, you want it to be like cheap, you know? Because if it's like
Sure.
if it's $60, how many people are going to pay? $60
No one's
going
gonna pay you
Dude.
$60 a month.
No.
I'm
He
saying
means
per
for
photo.
per picture.
per photo.
This-
Once I got them in the door for like what, $19.99 a month,
No,
something
a
like
little
that.
cheaper.
This says made
Cheaper?
$1,500 in a week selling pictures of my feet, AMA. And then it says, any tips on finding clients? I've used so many different apps. Reddit helps, but so does Whisper.
Oh, that sounds devious. That's a
Walk
devious
around,
app.
walk around and whisper to people. Oh, okay, it's an app.
That is a
Is it an
devious
app?
I don't know what it is, but it
I've
sounds
never- I've
What
never
is
heard of Whisper.
I thought it
Sounds
was like
devious.
If you find the right
through-
bar on a Friday night, just walk around. I have an OnlyFans for my feet.
How much you think? Like, does anybody know the number that OnlyFans takes from clients?
probably a pretty good
I
It
percentage.
has to, right?
No idea.
I'll Google this.
I think I read somewhere that like only one, like it's almost like NBA or
Mike
NFL.
Fuentes pretending to not know so that he can just pretend to look it up so
And
he can
Google
give
it,
us
yeah,
the answer he
exactly.
knew all along.
Cameo was like 25%, and then if it was like on an iPhone, it was like another 25%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a
Kinda
pretty
crazy.
hefty chunk.
I mean, I know people that are still doing like Cameo birthday stuff like all the time. you
Yeah.
know. I know Mike Bray's had some clients in the past month that I know.
Okay, according to the
Your
influencermarketinghub.com, OnlyFans takes 20% cut of its users' transactions. Creators make and post exclusive content for their subscribers to pay. OnlyFans takes a cut of those payments. In fact, OnlyFans keeps a very healthy 20% of any payments that subscriber makes. So 20% like across the board.
So flat
which is
rate.
a lot, right?
You figure that it's only like 0.0001% of people on OnlyFans are actually making money, right? There's got to
Yeah,
be a large
probably.
swath of people that post stuff
Break even.
and no, or
Well,
not
it doesn't cost you
are
to
not
do it,
making any
does it?
money.
I mean, they're making chump change, but what does it cost you?
No, but like, what if you're somebody who's like completely just in the middle of nowhere, just in the void of the
just
internet,
posting.
and you're just posting, and there's nobody
Yeah.
clicking your
Right,
shit.
no followers. You're right. It's,
You're just
it's
like,
losing.
all right, I'm here, and then it's like, all right, nobody wants to see my feed. Damn, okay, that could be Billy.
Sad.
Yeah, that makes me
I
incredibly
want to
sad.
subscribe to their.
Makes me
sad
incredibly
feed.
sad. Imagine you're putting yourself out there,
Not
and then
really,
it's
though.
like everybody's like, I'm good.
Billy, what do you say it on the
It's
mic?
just a
you
weird,
coward.
like you want to just charity
feel
subscribe
bad.
to a bunch of people that have no subscribers.
It's a sad thing, Billy.
Sure, I'll look at
It
your
is. It's
feed
like when
for
you're at
money.
like an art festival and there's like a
And
sad-
nobody's in the
sad-
there's a
tent.
tent
Right.
selling art
The
and no
sad
one's
tent,
buying it. I'm
yeah.
like, I want to buy your art.
Right.
Even
It's
though
like
I
a
don't
pity
really
thing.
like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at your feet pics, even though I.
Pity
Like a
$3.99
person
for your
sitting
feet.
on their like a folding chair, and
Yeah.
then like they're surprised when you stopped. Like, oh wow, you're actually here.
Like,
So
oh,
you
which
guys
one do you
just-
like?
Me and Tony have more empathy than all of you. That's
Thank
the
you.
We're empaths.
Imagine
Empaths,
there must be
Dan would-
thousands of people out there with 0 subscribers on OnlyFans that are putting out content.
Go
and just
do it.
nobody's there.
So go subscribe to them.
No, I don't want to.
Why?
Because I'm a married man.
If an OnlyFans falls in the woods and there's no one there to hear it,
Exactly right.
Smaller living spaces are bigger than larger ones.
sounds like a Greg Cote take.
I'm just looking at the topics we were supposed to be discussing. that
No,
are
that's
not.
no,
those
that's
aren't
not.
topics.
No, those
they're
aren't
clearly
topics. They're not.
they're clearly
Come
labeled
on.
as unpopular opinions. for
What are
the
you
show.
doing?
But
Yo.
I will say, whenever I go into an IKEA and I see a specifically like design space, I'm like, yo, I kind of want to have a family, just because
What?
everything, like the way they do the rooms,
What?
everything fits in so perfect.
That's the only time you're like,
You could still fit
Yeah.
that stuff in a room.
You just want to decorate a house.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
You can
Jess. Figured that
but
out.
you can decorate a house
Don't bring
without
children
having
into the world for this.
family. Yeah.
Okay. You're right. I could. And then you realize all these spaces are just made to showcase this crap, and it's not
Exactly
really
right.
a big deal. But
Also,
exactly right.
when you have
I
a
do
family,
love the
you
Ikea
realize
showroom.
yeah, thank you.
It's so great.
when you have a family, you realize all that stuff gets destroyed within 5 seconds. Nothing
And-
will ever look like that ever
And
again.
if it's
once you have a
IKEA,
family.
maybe less.
Whoa, come on.
No, I have IKEA stuff.
I like IKEA.
I love IKEA. I'm just saying.
You know
I have
what?
their stuff.
I'll credit to IKEA because they know how to make things easy to put together. Wayfair. Whew.
The
Yeah.
worst.
How many couples have gotten divorced
worst.
or broken up because of Wayfair?
And then they make you pay to return the stuff that sucked in the first place. Yeah. Because I got a table, and then they were like, "Hey, if you want to return it, it's actually going to cost you $40, so we can deduct it off of the return." And then I'm like, "Well, what if I don't do that?" And they're like, "You got to pay $100 then." And I'm like, "Well, then what are we doing?" So I had to give back $40 of the return to be able to, for them to take their own shit.
I've noticed the hardest thing to buy with the house is the goddamn dining room table and chairs.
I just bought one.
I've
been
gone
in my
through-
place for 10
we
months.
have
and I
ours.
just bought one.
We have ours for 6 months, and we're just like, these chairs aren't comfortable. This table sucks. Why'd we do this?
You know what's
I'm telling
so
you, we're on
funny?
like our 4th one in like 7 years.
It took me like 2 years to buy dining chairs because they were so expensive, and I couldn't find any that I liked
Yeah.
because they all are hard. Like,
Yes.
they're all like hardwood.
You sit on them in the store, you're like,
Yes.
this ain't it.
I'm like, no. So I finally bought 2 chairs. I was like, whatever, we'll just have a set of 2 for me and Lehman.
Yeah.
One of the boxes came with an extra chair.
Yes.
So now I have an awkward
Nice.
third chair, which is great
Clutch
because I
them.
didn't pay for it. But I have like
Put the
this
dog on it.
awkward
Willow.
third chair.
Yeah, put the dog on. Yeah,
Anyways.
kind of proper up.
Chair for Willow.
It's my
yeah.
cross to bear.
the worst.
It is the worst.
Yeah. I hate
Furniture
free
deliveries.
stuff.
I literally just bought a dining room set getting delivered by a big box
Yeah.
company that obviously me and you very much love, Mike Fuentes.
Obviously.
I do.
Yeah, we always rave about all the things they have in their food court.
IKEA.
No,
You guys could talk about this off air.
Oh, Costco.
Oh,
yeah.
Why
I didn't
don't
want
you
to give.
just-
I didn't want to give them a plug
Because
for
you've
free.
been really careful
Yeah,
with
right.
plugging other
For the
companies
first
the
time.
entire show.
we just
For the
talked. We just
first
talked
time.
at IKEA for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of Whatever. Okay. So I bought something from Costco.
And you crapped on Wayfair.
Yeah.
I did.
Well,
Which is like a
Which is
worse
probably the worst
idea
thing you
than
could do.
promoting
Yes.
a store.
Okay, well, I love Costco. So I bought a dining room set from Costco, and they're getting it. It's delivered, and
Costco's
they're
great.
and they're making it like assembling it for me, and then taking the other stuff out.
I don't like
So I
that.
got like a full like Monty of things that they're gonna do.
I like the
I just
idea
don't know
of
if it's gonna
that,
be comfortable. or
Not the practice. Don't show me up in my own home.
No.
Oh, please show me up.
Don't
Please
show me up.
Please show me
No,
up.
don't show me up.
Dealing with that stuff is horrible. So we had a delivery not that long ago at our condo that we live in, and the van, it was like a big truck, and they finally came at the end of the window. We were waiting all day for this delivery.
Always.
We had like all of this stuff on the floor that we needed to put in this cabinet that we bought. So we've just had shit on the floor for like weeks waiting for this cabinet. Finally comes, and the truck driver's like, I can't park on your street because this is a no truck zone. And we were like, hey, we hear you, but there's
NMP.
there's trucks that park here every single day. For the last 5 years, we've seen trucks on the street. Just park. Lehman will watch your truck, make sure you don't get a ticket.
I'll hop in
but
the
I need
driver's
this
seat.
cabinet right now. You're not leaving until I get this shit. I've been waiting for months for this shit.
It's crazy how they try to like they're gonna convince
Skirt
you
out of their
that it's okay
responsibilities.
for them not to deliver it. Like, dude, then you gotta take it back, and guess what? In 2 days, you're bringing it back.
Right,
So-
I know. That's why I was like, I get it, but there's not going to be a loading dock when you come back next week.
Right.
So this is your best shot.
The building's pretty much set.
Yeah.
They're not going to make a loading dock.
Exactly.
We're fine. I talked to the mayor. You're good. for
Also, the
today.
cops don't care, so just do it.
Right, I was like, so now Lehman and I have a running bit. Every time we see a truck parked on our street, we get like pretend like we're really mad about it. We're like, we're gonna call the police. Look at this truck sitting here. There's no truck zone. And we've been doing it for months.
No truck zone, please.
Yeah, exactly.
That's I gotta say, one of the worst things about living in a condo is like the
terrible.
moving in rules.
Oh,
It's
God.
like it has to be. It's between 10 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon when you're at work, and you have to reserve. Yes, and you have to reserve the elevator.
Always,
and
dude.
it's
Insurance
just
And then the-
forms.
correct.
Elevator gets double booked, so you
Yeah.
got some other
Oh, and then the elevator
chump
breaks.
on the
Yeah.
10th floor, and you're on the 7th floor, and then he's going back up there, and you're like, dude, I did it. And they're like, no, I did it. And then you got to fight, and the concierge comes up. Not that it's
Oh,
happened.
it's
I don't know this.
Not that it's happened to me before.
Yeah, because
I've only lived in apartments my
correct.
whole life.
and it's the same pain in the
I
ass
lived
every
in
time.
condos.
Yeah.
New York
townhouses.
City, moving from the fifth floor walk up to a second floor walk up. First of all, it cost a fortune, obviously. But
Arm and a leg.
what am I going to do?
More.
It's a fifth floor walk up. I need people to help me move, right?
No elevator.
It was
That's the walk-up part.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that exactly.
For those who don't know.
Thank you. It was a shit show. Just a total shit show.
Yeah, moving sucks.
It's terrible.
Oh, that's the
It's
worst.
Moving
It's the
sucks.
worst.
Is anyone out there with the take like, oh man, I love moving.
Movers.
I want to help people.
moving people that
Yeah,
own
the
moving
guy that owns
companies.
the
I think
movie
they
company.
hate it.
Because the workers hate
Yeah,
it.
the good Greek
The
loves
owner
it.
loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stavros. What's his name?
yeah, it's like the Adventures of Stop.
What's the guy's name? Is
I don't even remember.
Jimmy or something?
Jimmy. No, Jimmy the Greek's a different guy.
No, but I think his name might be Jimmy. Look up.
probably
look up,
is Jimmy.
Look up his name. Look up his name.
They were
Good
in my
Greek
neighborhood
moving.
yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't like the quote they gave me, by the way. Not to take them out. I just
But
didn't
you
like the
went.
quote they
We
gave
went
me.
with the place I gave you.
Exactly. Incredible people.
My guy. They're the best.
Incredible
Do you have
people.
Fernando.
Ethan tells me the guy's name is Spiro.
Spiro.
that's
Very
it.
Greek.
Spiro.
Classic
Very
Ethan.
Greek.
That was close.
Yeah.
Good job, Ethan.
Thanks,
Spiro, the
Ethan.
good Greek.
Yeah.
I'm close to having to figure out if I have to renew in the place that I'm in right now, even though we just moved in, but now we have the baby.
Correct.
Big
Yes.
spot.
And now it's like, do I want to renew for one more year? Do I want to go through the pain of like trying to find something else, something to buy, something to rent
With a newborn.
with a baby who's going to be like 6 or 7 months at that point? And it's like,
You doing pros and cons list?
I'm just doing like, do I want to live here that bad, or does the fear or the hate of having to move outweigh
Outweigh.
me not liking the place 100%?
Right.
So
Where
it's like
would you
that's
go?
What do you not like about it
Yeah.
though? Are they things that are
I
fixed?
thought you liked the spot.
No, I do. The house itself, I like. The problem is where it's located, a little bit far, a little bit out west. I want to move it a little bit more east, a little closer to my
where you
modes of
spend time,
transportation.
right?
Exactly.
That's the thing. I mean, then when they say location, they mean it.
yeah.
Because
Like I
it
want to get
really
to the
does.
Grove quicker. It's going to take me like 45 minutes to get to
Yeah.
the Grove.
That's no good.
You know, South Miami. I like walking around South
But do
Miami.
you like
Billy,
your
do you like that?
appliances? I hate my appliances.
I hate my appliances.
I
They
hate
sucked.
my
They're from
appliances.
1993.
Same.
Have you ever bought a new appliance?
I have not because I've never.
So my fridge died in the apartment that I own, and I've never been happier to pay money for appliance removal in my life, because I'm like, what the hell do I do with this fridge after? Because the guy's like, oh, we're done. I'm like, you gonna take this? And he's like, no, you didn't pay for it. I'm like, how much
Okay.
cash do you need right now
Right,
to get this thing
exactly.
the fuck
Just
out of my
take
living
this-
room?
take this
Yeah,
out.
like, oh my god. So now I know when I go buy a new washing machine, I'm gonna have to buy whatever it costs to get this out of here.
Billy's a stainless steel appliance kind of guy. I feel like
I do have stainless steel. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's what was
Stainless steel.
in the
Big
What's the
shot.
alternative?
black,
Like
white.
the black, yeah, that's what I have.
That's what was there when I moved in, though.
Oh, you bought the house already having.
Yeah, I
those
mean,
things?
I ended up replacing them when my house like flooded and I had to redo it. But
My washer dryer is costing me money because it's ruined like 6 pieces of clothing already.
Dude, same. There's like a plastic. The washer dryer's from 1997. It's crazy.
Yeah, mine's like 30, 40 years old.
It's older than I am. It's easily older than I am. There's like a crack.
It's like Fuentes' age.
Damn. Wow. There's a crack like in
Good
the,
one, Jeff.
There's like a crack in the door that all of the strings on my shorts get
stuck
caught in the
and
string.
like,
yeah.
Dude, it's been in 8,000 times. So I have this curly string that's super long and it happens to all my shorts. That's driving me crazy.
It happens to us too all the time, and then we'll hear it spinning around,
And I'm like,
and it's like the metal part is like
Yes.
clanging on like the like the little end of the string.
Yes.
Oh, it's the
You know what I
worst.
had to do? I had to get
No.
like heat resistant duct tape. So I went inside the dryer and I started putting duct tape where the cracks were. And guess what? The shit still happens.
Sounds like a fire waiting to happen.
No, it's
100%.
It's fire retardant.
Okay.
Up to 200 and some odd degrees. And I don't know
Do you
how hot
hot it gets in there?
No idea.
Dangerous word, by the way.
Let's go to break.
Okay.
What dryer basket?
Yeah.
Like,
try
so you
our
ever
best.
seen those small baskets like that are for clothes, like to carry around? Those things are actually designed to
I
go
don't think so.
inside of
Not
your
mine.
No,
dryer, and
it'll
then you
melt,
flip it
catch
over.
on
No,
fire.
but you don't run it while it's running.
Oh.
But you put it in
You mean
upside
like a
down,
hamper?
and then you yes, but the shallow one. So you put it inside the dryer, and then you turn it, and all the clothes will just fall in, and then you take it out.
In the shadows.
I just go like that and put it in with my hands.
But that's
Yeah,
that's
same, I'm like-
but that's what you're trying. And then there's always a couple socks that follow whatever it's like supposed to.
Oh
avoid
my god,
that.
I've lost so many socks
Yes.
this year too.
I guess
it is just devouring my
We're
socks.
gonna continue dryer talk, obviously. When we're
it's
done with
just
you
like-
I
guys,
love complaining about household appliances that, like, my entire time I lived in New York, I had zero access to. Like, no dishwasher, no garbage disposal, no washer
the
dryer.
dishwasher. Don't even get me started with the dishwasher.
Dude, we need to.
ours
That's
doesn't
like the
work.
The
business.
thing was
like-
falling out of the wall.
yeah, that's a business we need to get into. If
Ours
it's
makes
like-
our shit dirtier.
How does that happen?
I don't know. I pull something out and I'm like, why is there food in this wine glass? I just spit everywhere.
I need to find like replacement like the trays that come out of the dishwasher, and I have no idea where.
Oh, like
I
to
would
take the
get-
food
So
out?
annoying.
No, like
Looks
the
like to
top
put
rack.
stuff in.
the rack
Yeah.
The
parts.
racks. Like I
That
need
little
like
ball and things. I was like trying to get like
Yeah,
the little
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
In the
I
thing,
somehow
yeah.
have like
I don't know
I
what
need
we're
to
talking
get
about.
replacement
Top rack of the
racks.
washing.
No, the bottom
No,
one
he means
too.
everything.
The
I need
racks
to
you pull
replace
out,
the racks.
and then you push back in.
I
Yeah,
bought
that's
this
what it is.
dishwasher like
Yeah.
when I moved into my house. Like
Mine has a broken wheel. It's a pain in
They
the
all
ass.
have broken wheels.
Mine
No,
has
they
the sticks are all broken.
They all
So I
come with
put it there
broken
and they're
wheels.
rattling all over the place.
Yeah,
this
this-
lady's ripping me off, by the way.
the sticks
Sorry.
are like bent, but like the like whatever the seal is on them has like come off, and like now the metal's
just
like
metal.
exposed and it's getting like rusty.
Yes.
Oh,
So I
God.
need to replace this
That-
somehow.
You know,
The
back
same
in
thing
the
happened to
day,
me.
appliances used to last like 50 years. Like
Yeah.
my parents had or my grandparents had
A Sears.
an avocado-colored refrigerator.
Yes.
And
You
from
call the Sears repair guy. They'll come
be
do
in an
if
anything.
the
And it
thing says
lasted for
Sears on it,
60
you're
years.
good.
Mine still says Sears.
My fence says Sears. I didn't even know that Sears made fences. Chain link fence, Sears.
Guess what's still standing?
Yeah, it's on its last.
You could buy a
legs.
house in the Sears catalog. They'd come build it for you.
Only if.
Back in my day.
You betcha.
Betcha.
Which is brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gonna do this one really fast. MLS is
Okay.
back.
Oh.
You know what I love about MLS?
The cups.
Inter Miami, no.
Oh.
Inter Miami, both teams to score. Little Messi. Little Inter Miami to win. Well, you're going to get both teams to score and Inter Miami to win plus 280 this weekend.
Okay.
On Sunday against the Houston Dynamo.
the Dynamo.
Because Inter Miami, they score a bunch, but they also can't stop anybody from scoring. So both teams to score
True.
plus Inter Miami to win. That's going to give you a nice plus 280. It's in the same game parlay sections on your DraftKings app, and that is you betcha. Plus
My
280.
favorite thing is still when the keeper got pushed into the back of the net in that
couldn't
one
get out, yeah.
Inter Miami
That was
video.
funny.
Oh, Luis Suarez pushed the guy right because
That's
Guzman,
hilarious.
yeah.
he was trying to get
What's
the
that
ball.
the guy's name? Guzman?
Brad Guzman.
Yeah, Luis Guzman.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Funny enough, Billy, I thought about you the other day. We were doing stuff at the Wine and Food Festival, and it was a sketchy situation where on 17th Street, like right close to Lincoln Road, I had to find parking, and obviously everybody's parking everywhere because it's South Beach Food and Wine, and it's just a disaster.
16th Street Garage.
I was going to go there, but it was just too packed.
Packed, yeah.
So I went up to like a little side street off of 17th and like James. This is absolutely random to everybody, but there's like a little like 20 car lot, right? And the guy's sitting in his car and there was an open spot, so I kind of pull in. And he's like, yeah, you can pull up right here, just back it in, just Zell me. And I was like, all right, cool. I go to Zell him. His name? Louis Gill.
Oh, it was Billy?
No, it was his dad.
My dad.
It was Billy's dad.
No way.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
wasn't
actually.
actually. No.
I was about to say,
For a second, I was like, oh, wow.
don't you know Billy's dad? You would have
I'm
been
like,
like,
I
yeah,
met
Billy's
Billy's
dad.
dad.
Yeah, but
Just a popular
The
name.
joke was going to be Lewis Gill.
Yeah,
and then-
yeah.
You know
I
what?
got it.
You know what I love about Billy's dad?
What?
Whenever we do like an event and his family comes, his dad always has like a Billy shirt on.
Yeah.
Like some kind of
the
like.
boy, dude.
I know, but I love that.
Tony, your story just now reminded me of something I wanted to ask the room.
Okay. Which story? I've told a lot of stories.
The one about finding
The
a parking
dryer?
spot.
Oh,
That one. No, I'm.
The
God,
dryer.
I hate my dryer.
Pissing me
Yesterday, I was driving on the Causeway, the MacArthur Causeway.
classic
And I was
Causeway.
coming off of whatever 836, which I normally don't go that way. And I was in the left lane, and all of a sudden it dips down, and if you stay left, you end up going in the Port of Miami tunnel.
Yes.
And you go to the Port of Miami. And I did not want to do that. I was on the way to the beach for a doctor's appointment, and I was thinking in my head, is that the worst wrong turn you can make in Miami?
Wow.
From a
That is good.
There's
I mean-
there's a good amount of those though.
you'd
that
have to
one
go,
is- no,
you
but
have to
that
go
one's a good
all
one,
the
though.
way
Treacherous.
underneath,
Correct.
like
all the way to the port.
Biscayne Bay,
All the way back.
all the way,
back.
and there's always traffic at the port.
Yeah.
and
And
you have
then-
to turn around and come back,
That
and then
one's-
you get stuck in
that's a
traffic
good-
back on
Yeah.
the causeway, getting
That's a
off the
correct
causeway.
one.
And then you have to get off, like you said, in the horrible traffic. They're getting off the causeway, go back under the causeway, and
And
get
to go
back,
back
on and go
around.
Yes.
Yeah, that has to be
that's
the
pretty
worst.
terrible.
No,
Yeah.
that's the worst. That's the worst. I can't think of any other one because you can easily get in and out of
Correct.
places, but that's a tunnel.
Yeah.
Well,
Where's
Mike,
the best wrong
Mike
turn?
Ryan gave me one other choice, which was when you accidentally turn left to get into Brickell, and you go get stuck behind the bridge when you mean to get on I-95. That's not a terrible one, but it depends
no, I
where
think
you're going.
I think you have got. You've
I
got
think
the
Port of
worst.
Miami
No,
might
it's
be
it's
better.
the
I
Port
think
of
you got the
Miami
worst
tunnel.
one
Easily.
because even if you're doing the one on the if you're going on the Palmetto North and you get stuck on the I-75 little loop over, you don't have to go that far before you can get back on and come back.
Right.
But I think the tunnel is probably
Yeehaw
worse.
Junction is another one when you accidentally get
the Yeehaw
stuck on the
Junction.
turnpike.
Anything above West Palm doesn't exist to me.
No, it's not
Mordor.
Miami, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
What about if you have 7 miles left on your range and you have to go all the way to Broward and you get into the express lanes? What about that?
Then you hope that
Dangerous
that 7
game.
miles is.
That's when you're
Gotta
waiting.
do
That's
its
when you're
job.
waiting for a gap in traffic and you're do.
I used to do. I have a funny admission.
Like Rose.
I mean, dude, I'm not gonna run out of gas and I'm
No,
gonna
hell
go
no.
over those
Yeah.
things if it means.
$250 by the way.
Can you
Or more. I think
imagine?
they raised it to
Imagine if you're
500
plus
watching
whatever the
an
damages.
Only in Dade video of like a traffic stoppage on the expressway, and it's Chris Cote
Chris's car?
standing next to his car, like head in his hands, like oh no.
So when I used to work for promotions for $7.90 the ticket, 104.3 the Shark, 102.7 the Beach, and 101 Light FM, all the clustered stations.
While doing some like side work for our show.
and 105.
No, that was before. That was before.
The Joe.
So I was in the promotions van. Billy and Chris, you guys might remember this. So remember at the station, all the way at the end of the parking lot, they would have all the commercial vans that had the names of all the stations painted on them, right? There was like a big Astro van that had like $7.90 the ticket, had like a Marlins.
We're talking about
glove.
the studio next to the Pleasure Emporium.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you picture the
Yes.
trucks and the things
Picture the
that
parking lot. I can't really picture like all the vans you're talking about, but I
Billy, you can picture them?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I was in the $7.90 the ticket, like Astro van, and it was like an Astro van from like 1997. It was like a very old car. So there was one time that we were doing, funny enough, a Father's Day brunch or lunch at Fogo de Chao on the beach.
Dude, I think
with
I was
Bob.
at-
You for sure you
I
were
was there. Like I spoke at that
For sure.
Like, me,
like
my
the one in
dad.
South of Fifth, like
Yes.
the okay.
It might have been
Yes.
a different year, but I did that Fogo de Chao Father's Day thing where it was like
With-
4 of us on chairs.
with
I think
Bobby?
Billy did it once with me. Like we were all like
For sure.
answering questions from like people.
Lewis Gill.
No, we did it once, and then the next year they told me my dad was not allowed to come, and I
You're
said,
like, well, what's the point?
"F you guys," and I
Yeah.
didn't go to the event. Like I boycotted an event because they're like, "No, your dad can't come," and I'm like, "It's a Father's Day event." They're
Right.
Like, well, we're not going to focus on your dad. I'm like, well, then I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
So
This
go
was-
to hell.
This was probably 20.
Respect.
This was probably 2016.
17, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
16, somewhere around there. So the brunch or lunch or whatever it was started around like 1. By the end of the event, it was like 3. And on the beach, like the moment the traffic starts is around like 3:30.
2:30.
You start getting in some trouble. So I take the van. I had a softball game that night. So I had to get to the station. Then I had to get my car, drive all the way back, meet the boys for softball. So as I'm driving, me and another promotion assistant, I don't remember who it was, we're in I-95, we're going north, and you got to get off on 441. So there's traffic. I can see the traffic on the regular lane, and we're in the regular lane. I saw the express lane was like $15 or $20 as the toll. So as I'm driving, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Ran the $7.90 the ticket van over all of the thing. Took the $25 and I was just like, forget it. I'm making my softball game.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to.
But I ran over on a company van, ran over and charged him $25 on the Sun Pass.
More likely to do it with that.
Stupid bastards.
Chris, what was the best wrong turn in Miami?
That's what I was, me, I just like to ask questions, make you think. I don't know it.
Give us one.
I don't know Miami well enough to I know that one you're talking about where you can end up at the port.
Well, because that's how we used to drive to the Cleveland.
Yeah, you can't beat that one.
That's scary.
I don't know Miami as well as you guys do.
We were going so early in the morning though, it was tough to.
Screw it up.
Yeah, unless you're
I
like
don't know
on
if you're not paying
autopilot.
attention.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
feel like
saying.
you could, because it's a left lane exit,
Yeah.
not a right lane exit. You could just accidentally go,
Yeah.
whoop! Why am I going down underneath the ground?
How many times that happened to you? I know this happened to everybody here. You're driving a long distance, all of a sudden you blink and you're parked wherever you were supposed to be going.
Yeah.
Like your brain just shuts off, and then all of a sudden you're there.
I don't think I drive long enough distances
To do that. When I used
totally zone out. And when I used to drive to school in high school, yes.
Yeah, when I
I'd
used
be
to
so
work
tired.
in North Bay Village and I lived in Cutler Bay, which is like a 40-minute drive with no traffic, about an hour 20 with. There's so many times I would like be going down Old Cutler, I'd have a long blink, all of a sudden I'm parked in North Bay Village. I'm like, yo, what has happened? Like, how did I get here?
There's times where I generally listen to the big dog on the way in, and there's times where I'll get almost to work and I'll realize I haven't had anything on. No
The whole time.
radio,
Yeah.
no
You've just
music.
been thinking about what a great show you're about
Right,
to have.
and I'm just and I just have those moments of kind of like that of where I'm like, how did I?
He's
why didn't I listen?
ruminating over a Dan text.
how-
at
Yes, I was
6
literally
a.m.
saying, there was an email at 3:30 in the morning. He's
Honestly, that's
trying to
probably
read
is what it is. But I'm like, why have I not been listening to the big dog? I'm like, and then I'll put them on with 5 minutes.
But
left
then it's a
in my
commercial,
drive.
and you're like, come on.
Yeah.
And I get Hollywood's headlines, and I'm like, yes.
I don't even remember the last time I turned on AM radio.
What is the big dog?
That's
Joe
Joe
Rose.
Rose.
Joe Rose?
The guy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Big dog, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, he's played for the Dolphins. He's not just a random guy.
I know who Joe Rose is,
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
football player,
Yeah.
but I didn't know his
See, football
local
is a
significance.
sport.
I heard him say this week he was a rookie in 1980.
Yeah.
That was his rookie year. I'm like, when I was -7. I can't believe that he's just
I laughed way too hard. Mike Fuentes is pissed I laughed so hard at that.
good on him for keeping relevance that long.
This is an insane, unpopular opinion from the sheet. The best part of vacation is coming back home.
The worst take
What?
in the history of these unpopular
Again,
opinions.
not
it's the
Mike's
worst
takes,
Yes.
by the way.
Preface this again. I did not. these
Such
are
a
not
terrible
mine.
take. I mean,
The best part of vacation is the day before you go. I know I've done this before.
yeah,
It's a good bit by you, though. It's a good bit by you.
I'm gonna play Piano Man for you guys.
Oh my God, Dan Le Batard
I
on
don't think
Mystery
your
Crate.
phone is in here.
Dan, you have glasses here, by the way.
Yeah.
There's
Show Dan
18 pairs of glasses.
You have-
Rich people glasses.
Oh,
we're talking about.
Dan, are these skippers or no? Yeah. Is he back there?
He didn't say no.
He didn't say
He
no.
I do believe you are fired.
If I get fired for that and you don't get fired for that,
So speaking of
Racism.
popularity and
What? Who said that?
and relevancy, so I remember one episode of Mystery Crate we tried to edit Wikipedia pages for our high schools and put ourselves
Chris,
on it.
Chris, I think, was able to do it.
I
Yeah.
put myself.
So I put myself.
I always get taken off.
Yeah,
I've done it many times.
that episode, I put myself on mine.
You have ones that share with Jeff Bezos.
Well, that's
though.
the
It's
thing.
tough.
So I got
Where did you go to high school?
Miami
Palmetto,
Palmetto.
stupid ass
okay.
Palmetto.
Kimbo Slice
Oh,
went there.
stupid.
Me and Tony have a high school rivalry.
Yeah.
Bona fides.
Yeah.
Look at you.
But Mike Ryan went to Killing
No,
too, right?
no, Mike
Oh,
Ryan
he
went to Florida Christian.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I put myself on last time, taken off before we finished the episode. It was literally 10 minutes.
Yeah.
This time,
who's getting notification who?
Hey.
Because Mike Fuentes.
I put myself up there 2 days ago, still there.
Wow.
And I think the
Wow.
reason is because if you hover over my name, it shows a Chilean soccer player. So I think they think that this guy now works for the Dan Le Batard Show. Michael Andres Fuentes Vadalui.
Camila Cabello.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos, Ketanji Brown, Supreme Court Justice, Camila Cabello.
Oh, wow.
Tim Hardaway Jr., Cecil
yeah.
Sapp,
Michael
Kimbo Slice.
Fuentes, media producer for the
There you
Dan
go.
Le Batard Show.
Still there?
Stugotz.
Are we going to
What?
talk about your big meeting last week that you had that we
Ron McGill?
teased in the last episode?
Oh, yeah, Ron McGill went to Yeah. Yeah, you can talk about it if you want. It was fine.
I want to talk about it.
He had a meeting?
It wasn't a meeting. He was meeting
I was meeting a person.
someone that
Oh,
he's
Becky
been.
G.
Yeah. He met Becky G last week.
And she said he smelled good.
He said I smelled good.
It's a
That's
highlight of his life.
That's
Yeah.
a comment that it only works one way, right?
Yeah.
Like if Chris were to go,
No, I think it's.
you smell
I think
good,
it's a
Becky G,
comment-
she'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
I think it's a comment that 100% is determined by tone.
really?
Yes.
You smell good.
I know.
Yeah, I think
That
if
was
Chris
chill.
said that
Like
to
if
me,
I
I'd be
said
like,
chill.
cool.
Yeah, but he also knows
Hey,
you.
hey,
Like,
Becky, you smell good.
What's a perfume? I like
if I would have told that to her as a complete stranger, I don't know how that would have.
Maybe
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe be like, hey, come here. Is that you?
Yeah, don't
No,
do
don't
that.
do
But that seems
Don't
like
do
a
that.
foul
Three
smell.
sniffs. Three
Yeah,
sniffs
it's
is a
not-
no.
You famously said that if you got an opportunity to speak with her, that you would end up marrying her.
Yeah, well, she's engaged already.
Well,
So
Well,
that's
not
kinda
married.
tough.
Not
She,
married,
she
exactly
waved her
right.
like 7-carat ring.
Yeah,
at him.
sure.
That's
She had
what
a
Billy said
huge
about
rock.
Rihanna, but with friendship.
Yeah.
That's not what I said.
You said that if you had a chance to hang out with Rihanna, you and her would be friends. She would want to be friends with you.
We've been over this countless times. I don't know how you're still getting
I
this
feel
story.
that way about Philip and Elizabeth Jennings and the Americans.
What-
They're Russian spies, but I feel like they would be my friends.
What I said was, if there was an instance in which we were at a club and we were hanging out,
Okay.
I would be invited to the after party at a private yacht. That's what I
Gotcha.
Did I
said.
misrepresent? I mean, I
Well,
I,
you-
But it's
friendship
not.
is
It's
different,
no,
yeah.
and it's not like a
But like she would
just
think
me
you're
and
cool.
her
That's
thing.
what I remember.
Yeah.
It
Like
being
just a
more.
group. I'd be in part of a group hang. I'm
Hey,
fine
you
enough
know what?
to be part of a group.
You come with us too.
Yeah, I can blend in with a crowd of popular people.
Yeah.
I just don't have to say
Seghel's
anything.
Mine. I think I'd be friends with him. If
Jason
if
Segel?
he met me, he'd be like, me and him could be
I think
friends.
Timothy Chalamet would think I'm funny.
He seems very like
feel like he'd
normal.
hate me.
He does. That's what I'm saying.
Right? Doesn't he seem like a really
I love
normal
him.
guy?
I feel like he'd
I
hate
told
me.
Almost
Jess
too
earlier.
normal.
He
He
seems
actually
really cool.
reminds me a lot of
suspiciously
Lehman.
normal.
Not gonna lie.
Suspiciously normal.
Both New
I see
York
that.
boys.
Like,
Actor
why are you so
children.
normal?
Is he
Child
into
actors.
fishing?
Lehman
That's
more
a good
normal.
question.
Lehman a little more normal, but
Yeah, but
maybe,
yes,
maybe I'm
yes.
just doing it through my
Lehman,
prism.
yes, definitely more normal than a guy
No.
who's uber famous.
But he just seemed. But Timothy
Just
Chalamet
too,
just
it's just too
seems
normal
chill.
for me. It's
They're
just too
both
normal.
ginormous Knicks fans.
Yeah.
I think they would really bond over basketball. Wait, why am I making Lehman friends with him? No, I want to be
Right,
friends
you're
with him.
supposed to be friends with him. Yeah.
How about those Knicks, right, Timotei?
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
You think he goes by Timmy?
Timmy, he does, for sure.
What up, Timmy? Anyway.
So it
Becky G-
didn't.
Is
So
that
it
a
didn't
South Park
happen.
reference?
No, well, so I met her very quickly. She is
That's never good.
extremely nice. Well, I mean, I don't want to hold a celebrity there, ask about her life. Like, I don't
I mean,
know
yeah,
what to
because
do.
the whole point is like to woo
Her security
her.
guard?
You've never had like a love story start with, I met her very quickly.
What are you talking about?
I mean, that's just never like.
No,
I
yeah,
feel
he's
like-
right. He's right
It's
about that.
called a meet cute,
Means
not a
you
meet
didn't
quick.
you didn't have a moment. It seems like.
No, well, the security guard, big hater. He was like trying to he was giving her like
The
this like
C
the small
block.
arm tap like, Mom, gotta get out of here.
Yeah, the
but
C
I
block.
held her there for a minute and we
You
talked.
show her your wiki,
You
and you
held
were
her
like,
there.
"Look, I'm on wiki."
Yeah,
I'm
with
a
Jeff
guy.
Bezos.
Right
I'm
under
I'm a
Camila
guy.
Cabello.
Ketanji Brown.
You held her there for a minute. Go on.
No, so we just talked, and then I was like, oh, I enjoyed because it was practice for an award show. So I watched her sing the same song 5 times.
Nice.
And then when I went to the
You
bathroom,
said like, hey, the fourth time was the best.
like what you did in this one, not so much on this one. But
Little pitchy.
I go to the bathroom and she's in there with the people are by the door. I keep walking, and then one of the producers that I know, she's like, hey, you want a picture? I'm like, celebrity picture thing is so weird. It's so awkward. Like, I don't really want to do it. So she walks behind me.
You rejected her
I
power
start
move.
looking at my phone on the bar. I get a tap on the back of my arm, and I turn around. It's Becky G. I'm like, oh my god. So I guess she had told her, hey, this guy wants to meet you or whatever.
Wow.
So really quick.
It's always good to have a wingman when you're in a
Yeah.
celebrity meet.
Well, she kind of like forced me to do it without my knowledge, right? Because otherwise she would have just went away, and that would have been the end of it. Oh, I saw this whole production. It was cool. It walked by. She said hi. Said I smell nice. I'm like, hey, I like the performance. You know,
Did you
good luck
flex your
tomorrow.
little bit about everything? You know, give her a fact about something. Just like a little.
No.
You know the microphone was invented by.
For the third time this week. It's been 78 degrees.
Yeah. You know anything about dryer baskets? No, I don't think.
You know, you put them in and then you flip them.
Flip them. You don't got to
And
put your
then
hand in. Yeah, crazy. You probably haven't done laundry in years, but whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, I was at IKEA looking at baby cribs, and it made me think maybe someday.
I want to start a
You know,
family.
Matthew Chuck's on Fallon tonight.
Yeah, what are you doing later?
So,
Well, congrats.
Thank you.
so you
That
know,
worked out perfectly.
Congrats on the meeting.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up, Billy.
I'm just trying to picture like a love story starting. It's like they met super quick.
super quick.
Well, did you ever watch Can't Hardly Wait? That's how
No.
it starts. Like he goes to do the Pop-Tart or whatever, and they have the same Pop-Tart. Anyway.
What did he? What?
That's
what
why
did
you
he
brought a Pop-Tart that night. You wanted to recreate that.
Yes,
What are
that's
you
what it
doing?
was.
Let me not even.
Well,
Being the bigger man is nothing but self-gratification.
I see that.
That seems more like not letting your ego get in the way.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of the opposite. No.
I just feel like some people they'll be like, well, I got what I want anyway, so if this guy's going to claim being the bigger man.
But what if you're being the bigger man and you don't get what you want?
That's what I'm saying. But then you're just convincing yourself that, oh, this is fine because it's okay. I'm okay with it.
What if you be the bigger man by not being the bigger man?
What?
Being the bigger man by being the smaller
Off
man.
Mike what from Billy?
I like this one. This is a good take. The groom and bride shouldn't catch shit for child-free weddings.
Yeah, who's giving them shit? I feel like most parents are like, thank you.
Yeah.
Not
Even with the
because-
grandma
no.
and grandpa. See ya.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't have that. They have to bring the kids or they can't go.
Babysitter,
hey,
dude.
Listen, you got to
Call
save
Lucy.
the date like 9 months ago.
Yeah.
Call a friend.
That's why it's literally called Save the
Somebody,
Date.
I got news for you. If you can't find a babysitter in 9 months, you don't want to go to this wedding. Because if I really need a babysitter, I can find a babysitter.
We
And
have
I
a
know I'm lucky.
situation here in the office that was going on today which is GQ is giving out wedding invitations to people, I believe.
Oh yeah, GQ.
And
happy marriage, GQ.
yeah, congratulations, happy marriage, GQ.
I guess my invite got lost in.
Well,
Oh, no,
okay,
you haven't
so
gotten it yet.
It was
He's
an
handing
open.
them
It
out.
was sort of an open invite.
okay,
thing.
so here's the thing.
I'm kidding.
So my understanding is there was a save the date placed on the fridge, and it was like, if you want to come, let me know.
Yes, I remember that.
Terrible way to invite people.
Now, if you
a low-key guy,
if you have
Kind of
seen
worked out for him, honestly.
anything at the office, you'll notice some people have invitations that are addressed to them, and it's very clearly like for a wedding or something.
Someone
right?
needs to tell him that Dan wants to go.
Well, hold on. So there's these invitations that are just sitting in front of people's desks. You can't help but notice them when you walk past them. They're just there, right? And
The Valentine's.
no one's going to ask what they are. You just see them and you're like, okay, well, something's going on here. Lewis, your friend Tony, decides to inform everyone of what's going on, but like in a weird manner in which like we were at the commissary over there, the eating area, and Lewis goes, GQ, my wife says that she can go to your secret thing. And it's like, okay, well, now everybody
The
knows.
secret thing as in the public wedding, or
He's
the
like,
secret thing is something else?
GQ, my wife says she can go to your secret thing that we're not going to talk about. And it's like, okay, well, I told him, I go, you just talked about it. Like now.
You can't call anything a secret
I
anything because
think
then everyone will.
He
wanna know what it is.
100% did that on
Well,
purpose.
I also feel like
there's
there's a lot of
no
things
way
on
he
purpose.
didn't do that on purpose to let everyone know. And he's like, you guys don't know what it could be? It could be anything. It could be a baptism. It could be anything for GQ. And it's like, well, he's getting married in a month. So I think it's safe to say these are wedding invitations.
Also,
and
a
you're
late
going.
RSVP, Lewis.
Yeah, sounds
Well,
like
no.
sounds like Lewis wasn't invited, to be honest.
No,
Now
the
he's
things.
mad about
No,
it.
Well, everybody's invited.
the envelopes are there today. Like today is the day.
Is it just
that
like
the
you can just
envelopes-
pick one up and go?
No, they're addressed to people. I'm assuming that told him that they wanted to go to the wedding, but obviously everyone didn't get an invitation. There's only a select few. So if you see the envelopes around the office, one would wonder, like, what is this for? And then Lewis decided just to blab in front of everyone exactly what this is for, which
When
is
is it?
GQ's wedding. You're not
Well, you're
going.
not invited,
But
so.
I've
maybe
been
I
in-
can. Maybe I can go.
I've
No,
been
you can't.
impressed
You're
this
not
week
going.
with Lewis's
Why, 'cause
ability.
you're going?
Lewis's ability to
I
hold
wasn't
court
invited.
right next to John Skipper is impressive.
Yeah.
Just he has like he'll be talking
Lewis
about
has
like
never stayed at this office longer than he has the last 2 days.
he'll be talking about like inappropriate things.
Yes.
and just like
Correct.
John
Many
Skipper's like
times.
sitting
Correct.
like right there.
But we were arguing about Bitcoin versus XRP,
XRP.
at the loudest possible volume that we can.
Bro,
and
that's not all I've
Skipper's
heard
there
him
like,
talk about. Like it's
no, trust me, I know. I was just giving the PG version.
In fairness, you were just talking about starting an OnlyFans for your wife while he's like
That's
outside.
true.
that's
also true.
This is
that's
content.
PG.
I also
That's
asked
PG compared to what I've heard
I also asked
Lewis
if these
say.
are his glasses or not.
Yeah, I believe
Do
it.
those have actual magnifying power? or-
You guys have been out of pocket.
They are
in front
blurry
of
as hell.
Skipper.
You
We have.
just like belched like so loud.
Also,
It was Chris, okay?
Also, I heard you talk about the change purse. Okay, so
That's right, Chris.
I wasn't really talking about it. I was sort of admiring it from afar. It's got an interesting shape.
a familiar shape.
Some would say.
Okay.
What flavor
What?
do you think that is?
Whoa.
I'm okay.
Sitting in silence with someone shouldn't be awkward.
I agree.
Yes.
Tell that to Dan when we're doing the show.
Or on a live stream, which, by the way,
Oh, he hates
it's okay
silence.
to be silent on a
He
live stream
hates
for 30
silence.
seconds. It's
He
okay.
hates it so
the,
much.
the thing about when we do watch-alongs is nobody's really like talking as they're watching. So if everybody's like locked into the TV, it's kind of normal not to talk.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's the difference between doing a podcast and a TV show and a
Correct.
radio
Like a
show?
based live, yeah.
A regular
live stream.
podcast, silences are fine.
Yeah.
Doing this show, it's like if there's a silent moment, everyone's
Cut
like,
it.
ah! Chris Cote immediately.
Mike is also a big culprit of it too. He said it the other day when we were doing the Chiefs and Bills live stream. He's like, I can't not say anything if there's silence. I have to say something.
Like me in meetings back in the day. Remember
Yeah,
the start of Battle Arc? It'd be the worst. We'd be on like some meeting and like everyone would just be sitting there and I would just jump in
Have
with
to
like
say
a
something.
nonsense paragraph. It was just like, well, I think this is, I think we're doing great here. I think we just need to.
I remember.
I
Tony,
love
anything?
meeting Chris.
Tony, anything?
I remember being at the Faena for a big like meeting, and it was like a huge.
It was like a legitimate meeting. Like we
Yes.
ate like 6 different types of meat the night before.
and it was like a huge conference room.
The one when we sat. Oh no, the dinner.
We
Oh,
sat
okay,
close to
my
each
bad,
other.
my bad. I thought you were talking
There was
about
the dinner. No,
Where,
No, it was the
where
next
Skipper
day.
sat right next to me.
Yes,
Yeah.
this was the meeting where we had this huge like boardroom, and we're all sitting there. And I think you might have said something. Literally, like everybody was there. Gary was there.
yeah.
I made like. Well, I'm always like that's my strength is to make the joke that everyone laughs at.
Working the crowd.
The
Yeah,
awkward
right.
times is when I think I need to like be a meeting guy, and it's like I'm not. And they say like no one's talking right now, so I'll get in with. I think we're doing a
great job.
good progression from everyone, and back to you, Jess. What do you think? And you're like, wait, what?
I'm like,
Anyway.
me?
There is that like Zoom meeting like where it just happens all the time in our video meeting. Jenny will ask a question. It happens to Taylor all the time, and then there's just this like super prolonged silence, and then
See, that's the one I feel.
and then you hear. Yeah, everything went fine with HBO Max this week.
That's the one I generally feel when like someone asks a question and like no one's gonna jump. Okay, yeah, I'll answer that.
No,
question.
great job.
Even though I don't
Great
have
job
an
today.
answer.
I had a Zoom like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
The Blue Hens?
No, it was one where like the person like asked a question, and like I'm not the only person that heard them say Billy at the end, but I think they said Bimmel.
Oh yes, I was in that meeting.
Yeah, but it sounded
said
like
something?
Billy, right?
Billy started talking, right? And then I think
Yeah.
I jumped in. I'm like, he was talking to Bimmel, Billy.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, okay.
It was the weirdest thing because it's like I heard my name and it's like this has nothing to do with me. I'm like I don't really know about that. I'm
And
like
you just
I
hear
don't
Billy
think,
go, yeah.
I think I said like yeah, sounds good because I was like I have nothing to do with building a website or whatever. Like what are you asking me for?
I love when they go around the horn. It's like, anybody got anything? You're like, all good on my end.
Yep.
Got to get in there and shut it down before they ask you another question. And then Danny Benitez is like, what about? And you're like,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Danny B's like, well,
check
out-
thinking about this.
Check out the Greg Cote show this upcoming week. Top 100 guests in show
Ooh,
history.
and
Oh.
top 19 herbs.
Yeah. Well, you'll get number 19.
Oh, getting them.
Yeah.
Top 19 herbs.
Yeah.
Wow. Kind of blew my mind the other day when we were talking about paprika, and Jess is like, it's just for color.
Oh, it is.
Dan can't eat it either.
no, he can't eat anything.
It'll kill him.
It's just for color,
That just for color?
but he can't eat
It
it.
doesn't have
He
like a
can't eat
strong
it.
taste.
I will
Yeah.
admit, I use it mainly when I just need a little color in something.
Really?
But smoked paprika does have a little bit of a
Smoky flavor.
because it's smoked.
smoky flavor. Yeah.
smoke.
We'll talk to you next time.